Coach, just first starting off with Booker in that third quarter, you guys had a 14-point lead. They got up 3, and he just started to do what he does. I know you always thought about y'all take it for granted. Seeing it again, what you're thinking of.
Oh, he made some tough shots. I mean, we gave up 38 points in that third quarter, so we needed something to offset that. And he just made some shots within our offense, and then some of his shots he made were pretty tough shots, but he's capable.
I wanted to ask about Aiden, the first half of the last game, but totally different first half of this game. I think he had 21 and 8 or 9 in the first half.
Well, their pick and roll coverage freed him up in the middle, and our guys did a really good job finding him in the pocket. And then he made an adjustment. He didn't get as low. He was getting deeper seals, and he was able to take advantage of a smaller guy trying to guard him in the paint. And I thought the bucket he hit before halftime was a big bucket because he had it going, diving and finishing at the rim, but then to be able to turn and hit that fadeaway when we needed it was indicative of his night. But the physicality of our guys tonight stepped up. Man, DA had 12 boards, Jay had 11. And a lot of them happened in the second half. And then Jalen came off the bench and had 12 total. And that's what we've been talking about against a bigger team, having to be more physical. We out-rebounded them by 9. That's huge for us. And they only had 9 offensive rebounds, shooting 38%, 30 from 3. You'd think they have more offensive rebounds, but we did a good job in that regard.
How good does it feel though to know that you talked about boards the last 2 days to see them respond?
You look, even in the games where we didn't rebound as well, the effort was there. Tonight we just saw much more will and pursuit of the ball. But Jay was huge, and it's amazing how it just kind of comes back to you. At the end, he knocks down 2 wide open threes. The whole second half, he was, getting boards for us. He got in foul trouble, and I had to take him out. Then when I put him back in, didn't take away from his aggressiveness. I thought that was huge for us because his rebounding really helped us tonight.
Just one more thing for me. At the start of the fourth quarter, just the energy after they narrowed it to 4.
Sure.
With that third quarter, you guys 16-2 to start that.
Yeah, I mean, I kept booking the game. He had a hot hand just to see if he had another couple buckets in him. But I thought it was our defense. We stepped it up. They scored 38, but we had some energy from our shot making. But our team hasn't panicked in those situations, and a lot of it is because we have experienced guys who've been in there and they understand our system. Well, we knew that this team wasn't going to go anywhere. We understood that. We've been talking about the wear down effect, though. If we can just stay with it, be solid, and not give it back with the offensive rebounding, that has a way of wearing teams down at times. And I thought that was the case tonight, especially in that fourth quarter. We just kept getting stop after stop after stop, and it really helped us, keep the momentum that we had.
How much of that is, Coach, playing physical, the wear down effect? How much did that go hand?
I mean, we tell our guys to, play to the legal limit of physicality. And, one thing we learned last year in the playoffs, every round got more and more and more physical, every round. And there's a limit that you can go to that is allowable, and that has to be normal for us. And when we play that way, we have these times where we hold teams under 100 points. I mean, we've been doing that, not consistently, but we've done it a few times lately. And a lot of it is just due to physicality, switches, putting your hands on guys, and then the rebounding aspect. That's been a big deal for us. And we want to be able to take our defense to another level.
Go to Colin Olson on Zoom.
Hey, Monty, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like you guys were doing a couple unique things defensively, at least with your help defense. How'd you like the execution of what you were trying to get done in the first half there?
Well, I mean, I'd have to really dissect the film, but I mean, to hold any team to 38 points, I'm not quite sure if it was our defense forcing them to miss just yet. I know that we contested a lot of shots. I wasn't too pleased with the open looks that Holiday was getting. He's their best shooter. He was getting away from us, but I thought we certainly made it tough on their bigs. And Turner and Sabonis are a huge part of their team. They didn't score in the paint as much as you would think a duo like that would score, especially against a smaller team like us. And we wanted to force those guys to, pass it back out and then close out to their shooters. Taking away the paint against this team is pretty difficult. So we didn't scheme something totally different. It may have looked different because they had two bigs in the game.
Got it. Last one I had, just how nice was it for that fourth quarter run to start and kind of come from Campaign and Landry Shaman, who have been going through some shooting struggles lately?
Yeah, it's good to see those guys knock down some shots, but, playing with a great deal of pace. We've been talking to Cam. There are times where he's trying to get all the way to the basket, and because JaVale is such a good diver, the defensive big is at the basket as well. So he's got to think about taking the mid-range or find the shooters outside. We need those two to play with that kind of confidence, and especially in the fourth quarter when we take Book out of the game, and when they're playing that way, it allows for me to sit Chris a little bit longer so I can bag some minutes for him.
Thank you, Coach.